Okay. And listen, I'm really glad I found you guys, and I'll tell you why. It's like I've been hooked on the CBD coffee. Um, and then the company that I was getting it from mysteriously went out of business. Um, so when Aaron told me, what you guys do, I thought, all right. So because I was using the CBD oil and just putting a couple drops in my coffee in the morning, and that tasted like shit. So and then I yeah, then I discovered the CBD infused coffee, and it's like, all right. So anyway, I know. Well, that's why I started putting it in my coffee in the morning because it just tasted so bad, you know. Right. Okay. Okay. Great. So and there is no, if I'm not mistaken, there's no THC content, right? Or minimal. Right. Okay. Yeah. No worries. Well, okay. Right. Right. Yeah, no, and that was gonna be my question because when I get the coffee, I'm gonna do a commercial for you, about the coffee, and anyway, so I'll just throw that in for you guys, your patience last week, so. Oh, listen, we had a lot of fun, but but, and you did great with Aaron, getting the message out there and being able to, figure out what the other one was talking about. And I'm going bananas in the back here because I'm going, Jesus, what's wrong? What's the matter here? What can I do? Oh my God, no God, So yeah. Well, and Aaron and I go back about 8 or 9 years. So yeah, he's a good guy. We've had our ups and downs, but we're still good friends. So yeah, hey, but anyway. So can you see my wall behind me? You see who I got? Yeah, and this one right here, she signed it. Elvira does it with Styles because Styles is my last name, and I have a show called Doing It with Styles. So I know, isn't that cool? Yeah, I know. And she's like 70 something years old. She's my age, so it's just like it's a mind blower. Cool. Well, I right. I am a huge proponent of the CBD and the hemp and the whole cannabis product. I literally haven't gotten high in probably 40, 50 years, but way back in the day, I literally carried 10 pounds of weed with me back from Vietnam. So so yeah, I sold half of it and lived on the other half for about 6 months. Yeah, that was the good old days. Like I always say, if you remember the '60s, you weren't really there. Oh yeah, and yeah, I, I'm 100% disabled as far as the VA is concerned, um, and so I am a huge proponent of cannabis treatments for veterans with PTSD and all of that because I suffer from that myself. So, I am trying to put together a show here for veterans to provide them with information on not only the benefits that's available to them, but also the alternatives. And it's legal here in Nevada, so not only for medicinal but for recreational as well. And I had the good fortune of interviewing Tommy Chong the election night that we, um, approved it for recreational use. And the guy is exactly like you think he would be, and he's nothing like you would think he would be. I'm serious. I mean, the guy is brilliant. He's really, really smart. And he was telling us, he said, it's not, people talk about because he had a type of cancer. Um, anyway, like intestinal cancer or something like that. And he said that people talk about, CBD and cannabis helping to cure cancer. And he says it's not that it cures cancer, but what it does is it stimulates your appetite, which makes you eat, which is what helps, you get over it. So anyway, yeah, right. No, I am not really. You just may need to do that. My problem is that I usually don't join any club that would allow me to be a member. So I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. Yeah. Oh, absolutely, absolutely. And there are so many. I mean, I know so many stories of people who have gotten away from the traditional remedies and gone to whether it's the CBD or the cannabis or some of the other alternatives that have had really good results because their first instinct is to pump you full of um, opioids and not actually treat what the problem is. I mean, our body has the CBD receptors, so cannabinoid receptors. So what are they there for? Anyway, yeah, yeah. Well, it's like I have a little bit of yeah, I have a little bit of problem with my knees, and that's what the CBD oil really helps me, and I can tell the difference because of the inflammation when I'm staying with the CBD oil and stuff is almost non-existent. So anyway, that's my story, and I'm sticking to it. Right. Well, I'm gonna have to try that because my feet are always, like, dried out. Yeah, so